We want to enhance the underpass and build a strong connection between the waterfront and downtown areas. But really what's so important is to create a very unique space where the community can come and it can really become an iconic area for Santa Barbara. And to do that, we want everyone to get involved and give us their ideas about how they can use the space. This is a great opportunity for us to highlight art, science, technology, renewable energy, and show off what the community really cares about.
In the 1950s, Caltrans built Highway 101 through the middle of town, separating Santa Barbara, effectively creating a barrier to getting from one side of town to the other. The impacts of this separation are still evident today all over Santa Barbara.
The challenge for us now as a community is how do we bridge those two spaces? The challenge is right behind us. It's the interchange.
It doesn't really pull you in. There's nothing special. Sometimes it's a little dirty. You know, it's hard to keep it clean all the time. It's narrow, so it's a little hard to pass people going the other direction.
In its current state, this underpass does not reflect well on the importance of its location in the community.
You know, I think it's seen as a separator. It separates the wharf, the Children's Museum, the Funk Zone, Cabrillo from the lower part of State Street. And I believe the idea of enhancing this in some way, it makes it a place to visit.
I think with the connectivity to the Funk Zone and to the rejuvenated beach area, especially with La Entrada, I think there's been a gap, particularly the first couple blocks. It's a lonely underpass, and I think that to have something exciting would bring people through with a smile on their face. I think it'd be great for downtown.
Above the freeway, we've been at 2 lanes since 1969. Down below the freeway, we went to 2 lanes in the past decade. Under the freeway, it's 5. So now we have to make it logically fit, we need to narrow those lanes and add more people space.
There's some pretty serious limitations on what can and can't happen here, but it's certainly a more enhanced bike lane, maybe with a barrier to create a much safer and more protected lane for the bike traffic. The bike traffic here is pretty heavy, and the pedestrian traffic could be enhanced by that as well.
Our goal with this process is to try to make the interchange not just to eliminate the barrier, but make it attractive to go both ways and to be something that is inviting.
It needs to be an outdoor art project to get people to come through it, feel safe, and enjoy the experience.
I love the idea of having public art. It's a blank canvas, and I think to bring some excitement to it and some public art to it would be money well spent, and I think it would be a boon and a good thing for the spirit of Santa Barbara as well as for business.
Art provides a unique element to any given built space that creates an opportunity for our constituents and for visitors to really interact with the local environment in a way that they otherwise wouldn't be able to.
So if we create something here that has a certain kind of an appeal, whether it's word of mouth or there's something that they see that creates a visceral draw-in, then they're going to want to drop in, experience it, go to the other side, and then barbell over to the other part of the commerce of the city. I think this has an opportunity to be a civic pin that it would be a destination for international travelers to go have you seen this thing? It's unbelievable. And it appeals on a technological level, it appeals on a visceral level.
And I think public art is a great way to get people engrossed in their downtown, to feel a sense of pride, to want to bring their friends when they come to visit, their family. And that's what it's all about, having this great community in Santa Barbara and having a vital downtown that we can all enjoy.
One of the most important parts of this effort is getting people engaged and helping people really dream about how they could use this space and what's possible.
To get ideas for the community, the city will hold a public workshop to talk about the possibilities for the site. It's important for downtown businesses, property owners, artists, design professionals, and anyone who wants to help shape downtown to get involved.
Cities that have a lot of civic art or points of interest, people want to bounce and swim through the city. And I think we could use more of that here. So one of the things we're going to do with the workshop locally and with business owners and people of the community is to identify what are the, if you were to look at it like verticals, like what are the highest verticals of importance with this project. And it seems right now like one of them would be just general beautification, but I think probably the top priority is going to be bringing an economic flow that makes this process absolutely appealing and actually a place you'd want to go.
We created a Pinterest page for the community to check out and get ideas from different cities all over the world and see what's possible for the Underpass. I think everyone has a piece of public art that's inspired them, something they've traveled to, seen in another city, or maybe something they've seen online. And a little bit of homework for the workshop, we're asking everyone to send us a photo of the public art that they've seen and tell us briefly what you love about it.
Send images of your favorite public artwork or public space to underpassart@santabarbaraca.gov. The opening event will be held on Wednesday, November 15th at 5 p.m. at the Community Arts Workshop at 631 Garden Street to gather the community's ideas.